yeah. Beyond the vow, where the truth gets real. Faith and love, yeah, that's the deal. WC and Maria, bringing that glow. Tuesday nights is the show you gotta know.
Love ain't a moment, it's a movement we found. Beyond the vows, where the real talk sounds. From single to married, decades deep. Together we rise, where the promise is key.
Lessons in laughter, faith in the mix. Every story a bond, every challenge a fix.
SKST,
Tune in, don't be late.
7 p.m.
Fan trip,
Let's elevate. So come vibe with us.
We're on. We're on. Look, hey guys, we're on. We're on. Hey. How you doing? Welcome to Beyond the Vows with WC and
Maria Brown.
in the hot. Listen, we're matching tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you know what I'm feeling really good about this?
What?
Because this is a large.
Okay, well, we're not talking.
No, I mean, no, I'm we're 2X. When they said that I was a large, that means I'm losing weight. And that means I'm cute now. Welcome to Beyond the Vows. This is our wonderful show about what happens after the I do's. And here is our disclaimer. We're not experts.
We're just married.
That's it. Okay. And we got some, right now, you know what I'm thinking about right now?
What's you thinking about?
A wing boil. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Wing boil. Yes, you don't mess me up. We have special guests.
Yes.
We have family in the house.
Uh-huh.
Calvin and LaTanya Dooley.
Yay!
The proud proprietors or the underlings, because y'all work for your daughter.
We work for
Yeah,
her.
they work for that. So they manage their daughter's business.
Right.
JK Style Grill.
Yay!
So we're so excited to have you guys here.
Thank you.
Thank
Listen,
you.
because y'all have a podcast. Y'all did a podcast too.
Do we still have it?
Yeah, you still have it. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So we bring the podcast people in here to show us how to do this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is so good. But first, we want to thank our sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
What is our sponsor? deafchildhope.org. Deaf Child Hope. Go to deafchildhope.org. And there are, as I always say, they've got over 25 million children who are in poverty, but who are also deaf. So every week we tell you that to go to deafchildhope.org and just check it out. Check out some of the kids that really need help. You know, in the States, they're overseas. We have a child that we sponsor, and we're not seeing those numbers go up. So we need you all to go to that deafchildhope.org and sponsor one of these children for as little as $43 a month. You can sponsor one of these great children, and it will give them the opportunity to learn how to communicate, not just sign, but how to communicate. A lot of these children have never, ever had a conversation with anybody, you know. So there it is, deafchildhope.org. And listen, if you want to be on the show, if you've got some questions, if you've got some concerns, go to beyondthevows.skstv@gmail.com. I got to write that down, didn't it?
SKST.
TV@gmail.com.
Say it again.
beyondthevows.sksttv@gmail.com.
Okay. Everybody got it this time.
That's what I said.
You didn't say that right.
And if I didn't say it right, it's right there on the screen. You know?
Okay.
He's always correcting somebody. That's okay. That's what she's
That's
here
what
for.
wife's supposed to do.
That's what she's here
That's
for.
right.
So let's go over to this fabulous, fantastic couple. that we've known for a number of years.
Yeah.
And we have such a great relationship.
Mhm.
It's really special to me. It's really special to me. And not everybody who is, and they're so humble, you know what I'm saying? And for us to be called friends, called family, means a lot because you all are doing some humongous. I Googled that word last night. Humongous. Yes, that means big.
Audacious.
Yes. Oh, wait, let's go. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Tell us about you guys. Introduce yourselves.
Well, I'm Latanya Dooley,
And I'm Kelvin.
and we're the Dooley
We're the Dooleys.
from J&K Style Grill.
Mm.
Let's see, what can we say about us?
Well, we're both retired military. I'm Army Best Branch in the United States.
Yep.
My wife is
Air Force.
There you
Air
go.
Force.
There you go. Air Force.
Air Force.
That's right.
Air Force. 20 years. We've been married for 24 years. 24 years.
Wow.
We're a blended family. We have 6 kids and 14 grands.
Wow.
Whoa. Yeah, and that's great because we're a blended family and we have,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
let's see, my 10 plus her 5. That's 15. That's 15.
Kids.
Yes.
Grandkids?
No.
Kids.
Kids.
Did you carry the one?
To the 6th power. Yeah. And over 30 grandchildren.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a blessing.
It is. It is. It really is. It really is. And we're going to talk about blended family too.
Okay.
15 kids.
Yes. I have 6 girls, 4 boys. I have one daughter that passed away back in 98, and she has 5, which are mine too. So
I wanted 10.
those are my bonus.
Really?
I did. I wanted 10.
Wow.
My brother died when I was 17. He was 16.
Mhm.
It's just me and him in the house.
Right.
And I didn't want that emptiness when I started having children. So if something were to occur, they had each other to
Each
lean
other.
on.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
thought the same thing when I was married the first time. My mom and dad had 3, and my sister passed when she was 24. And I hated that it was just my brother and I, even though we were grown, but still, it was, I always wanted us from the womb to the tomb, all of us,
Right.
But when she passed, I was like, oh my God, I got to make sure I have enough children so that if anything should happen, that they'll have each other, and that is so important when it comes to
Yeah.
the bond of family.
It is.
Yes. Yeah. It really does. Because as you all know, I just lost both my brothers back to back. But we still had that symbol of family. It kind of softens the blow a little bit. But listen, we created this show that we could, like I said, we're not experts, but we just like to share the information we get from a biblical principle, from a natural principle. Because not everybody's following the Lord. That's that, you know what I'm saying? But we still want everybody to experience great marriages. What was the first thing you thought about when you saw her?
First thing I thought about, why is she chasing that boy?
Oh my God.
You was chasing somebody.
She don't remember it. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I
Chasing the demon.
remember.
Chasing
I
the demon.
remember.
Yeah, that's why she chasing
It wasn't
after. But that's the only thing I thought of.
Did you catch who you was chasing?
No,
Apparently not.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Was they too fast or you just didn't?
It wasn't even like that.
It
It wasn't even like
Tell
that.
us how.
Back in high school,
Okay.
It was high school.
this is happening in high school.
Okay.
I was chasing him because I wanted some information from him. But he was a football player and I was in band, and I don't know, he was just running, so I was chasing him. I took it as fun and games, but obviously it was not taken that way.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
So you all went to school together?
Mm-hmm.
What?
High school, yes.
Wow.
We met back in 2001.
Okay.
No.
We met in 92.
92.
Mm-hmm.
We rekindled.
91.
Yeah.
91.
Because she graduated in 92.
30. We dated for like 30 days in high school.
It wasn't even that long, I don't think.
Give them the benefit of the doubt. We went our separate ways. I went in the Air Force. He went into the Army. And we had our separate lives. We married, had children. And then in 2001, 2002, we came back together. He was in our hometown in Anderson, South Carolina, and one of my friends walked into the store that he was managing the McDonald's, and he said, "Do you still have? Did you get in contact? Can I have the number?" He called me, and we've been together ever since.
Wow.
2000.
I called to take her from her husband. That was my intention. My intention was I was going to I looked for her for 10 years. She forgot that I looked for her because she was the only one I had out of the children. Right. I was dating all of my kids' mothers at the same time, and she was the only one who didn't fall victim to the 6'1". Back then, 245-pound silk, shiny black, could talk back in the days.
Watch out.
She's the only one that didn't fall victim. And I said, well, I think that's my wife. I always thought it for a long time.
He said, "Can you call?"
Now she might have had a little. I don't know if we can talk crazy on here, but them phases. She might have had one of them phases before I got to her. So when I got to her, she was conservative and all of that. But I called when I got her. When I called her, my intentions, and God knows this to be true. My intentions was to tell her husband I'm coming to get her. I didn't care who she was married to. I had been seeing her father and her brothers for years. I always tell her dad all the time, I'm coming to get it. All I gotta do is just find where she at. Once I find her, I'm gonna get her.
That's what you call intentional pursuit.
I was intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I didn't, and this guy, I asked God for her by name. God, I want this person. And we met 3 other times throughout the 10 years. So we would see each other. She never gave in. She was dating somebody, married to somebody. And then the last time because I would have gave up everything. I used to carry her picture in my wallet. And would tell my first wife. I told my first wife, if I ever find her, this one, I'm leaving you. They were friends in school.
Bro, that's what I'm talking about.
I meant what I said. Well, all I got to do is find her. Her dad used to laugh at me. She got this big. I don't care who she got. I'm coming. Once I find her, I'm coming to get her.
Wow.
You was determined.
Would come to her house. Then her dad had a studio. Her mother didn't know who I was, but her dad remembered. He was persistent. I told you I was going to get her.
See it 24 years later.
24 years later.
Wow. That is huge. So one thing we discussed a while back was about marriage and ministry. You're both in ministry. And something when we was on our way here, said something about how do we grow in God together? What are the tools that balance? Not only are you balancing marriage and ministry, you're balancing marriage and business,
which is our podcast.
Yeah,
Marriage, business, ministry.
How does that work?
We just had this conversation yesterday.
Yes.
Exactly yesterday. Because I feel like I dropped the ball a lot of times in our marriage because I didn't put my foot down when God was telling me study, pray, fast together.
Come on,
I was I was trying to keep peace because I didn't want to hear the other. I didn't want to hear the argument. I didn't want to hear all that. So I wouldn't pursue it. And a lot of the shortcomings and downfalls that we experienced in our marriage was because of my disobedience. As the husband, the head, my disobedience. I should have been firm. We literally just told her this. I should have been more firm and not care about what you were going to say in repercussion because I knew what God said. I knew God told me that she was my wife. I knew God told me. I used to say, Tanya, why you don't study with me? Why we don't do this? Why we not doing this?
Come on.
Why you doing this? Why you, even when she's doing her sermons, why are you doing this by yourself? I'm very educated in these things.
Bruh.
So why are you doing this?
Somebody get him an Emmy.
Yeah.
Somebody get him an Emmy.
EGOT. Listen, we're gonna come right back. We got a commercial. We're gonna go to this commercial break real quick, and then we're gonna come back. We gotta finish that.
I love it.
If you use this,
Happy for 5 seconds. I make my own drinks. I know how to cook. Look at these wings. And best of all, I'm a 19-year-old entrepreneur. I own 2 restaurants, 2 food trucks, a seasoning and sauce brand. And I have the best food in the 757 Virginia Beach area, and I know it. So make sure you come check out me, Kiana Dooley, your new favorite owner and operator of J&K Style Grill. And I'm going to see you at my business. I love y'all, and come check me out.
And we love you too, Kim.
Yeah.
That's their baby. That's their baby.
That's my princess.
Oh man, the owner, entrepreneur. She's 19 now, right?
About to be 20 this year.
About to be 20
in March.
And driving her own car and stuff like that. So let's go back to that. Because we were just talking about that.
I know.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and that what I'm hearing is men have to be intentional. You know, putting our foot down and not just letting the woman. And I've guilty of that. She takes the lead on a lot of stuff because a lot of times get so involved in other stuff, extracurricular, in the community, and she really made me really realize that it's having that basis, that spiritual basis, that godly basis, helps with everything else we do. So without that, whatever else we do on the outside is either going to fail or it's not going to be up to par because we're not letting God be in total control.
So, sir, how did you bring that to pass in your marriage with you studying and reading the word and together getting that revelation that the house need as the king of your castle?
So here's the vulnerability. Which is still a work in progress.
Okay.
Because even in 24 years of this, my wife, in the honesty of my wife's words, she can tell you, I have diligently asked these things, and I have diligently desired these things. Why are we not tag teaming? But because we were dealing with so many other things that come along with marriage, you set that little bit aside. Let me get peace in this, so we can deal with this. And if you don't feel like I'm qualified as your husband to hold your hand and pray with you, get on my knees and study with you. If you feel like I'm not that valuable in that area for you, then you do it. Let me do this. And God hold me accountable for my heart is saying, I'm doing this for my family. When she sleep, I lay hands on her, pray every night, lay hands and pray.
Bruh.
When I'm studying, I study with the concept, this is what me and my wife, and I never say this to her, I really to study with the concept that we're doing this together. So when it happens, I'm not surprised.
Right.
It happens. So when she jumps on board, when God says, your husband has been putting these things, implementing these things, you have to catch up with him. He's already ready for you. You got to catch up to where he's at. And then imagine what happens when the cigarette hits the gas station. When you light the cigarette and the fumes of the gas at the gas station both come together.
Explosion.
Yeah. And see, that's the opposite, And one night I was so sick, my stomach was hurting, but I didn't want to interrupt her, her sleep. And when I woke up, she was actually praying, but she was speaking in tongues. And she was like, and she was saying, the enemy, if you want him, you got to come through me. I'm guarding the gate, And after I heard that, and I didn't even tell her what was hurting. She just laid her hand right on my stomach, and that's what was hurting. And when she did that, I said, so while I'm snoring, she's guarding the gate. Let me go back to sleep.
but that's what Proverbs 31 speaks of.
Yeah,
that's the role of the wife. The wife does that so we can rest and go into this world they're gonna beat us up way more than they're gonna beat up our wives.
Yeah.
So while we're sleeping, they're laying hands, praying over us, preparing us, and opening up the airwaves so we can breathe freely and go out into this dangerous world and deal with whatever that has to do, and not be concerned with it at home.
Yeah.
So I can say she does that.
Yeah.
I could definitely say she prepares the table for me and my family.
I love that.
She definitely does that for our family as the wife, as that portion of our household. She is. That's why a majority of us call her the big boss. Yeah, I might be the head, but she is that because she makes us all look good, and she's behind the scene.
Yeah.
Love that.
You rarely see her in anything. But we know we can't function. My household can't function. Our finances can't function. All these things can't function without the big boss doing her part. So it's because of her that we're able to go freely. My daughter's able to run freely to do what she needs to do because her mother has prepared her. I'm able to go into you ain't never heard my name called in nothing negative ever nowhere. Because my wife take care of all my needs according to the riches of God in heaven.
Come on here, bro.
So I don't have to I can go out here and be amongst 50,000 women and not one of them will say I said anything because I know what I got at home. I wouldn't risk that. We got too much to lose. We're growing too much. We're going too far. And that's what I love about, just like what you said, when she was praying and speaking in tongues and can lay hands on ailments that you may not even spoke of, but because of the prayer life that she has, she knows exactly what you need.
Exactly. And one time she couldn't sleep, and then she hit me. She said, "I wish you'd do what God wants you to do, so I can get some sleep." You know,
That's
so it
crazy.
convicts her what I'm not doing. You know, so you said something about the Proverbs 31 woman. What do you feel like? What do you all feel like your role is in your marriage?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Our roles in our marriage. My husband, Kelvin, he is the overseer. He's the king of the castle. He's the protector. Elite. He's a great leader. He's a great leader. He's a great provider. And the roles that encompasses, that is him. I think I'm his backbone. I have his back. When he say charge, we going after. Yeah. What do you think?
I believe that. I believe again. Once I really studied Proverbs and grasped the roles of husband and wife, when I saw it for what it really was, and to see that we're living it, we're able. My daughter and I are able to go out because my wife has prepared us to go out.
Right.
She's prepared us financially. She's prepared us mentally. She's prepared us with the research. She's prepared us how we're supposed to look, how we carry ourselves. She does all those things, and then she says, go. And we're able to go because she has prepared us for the go. Avenue has been created.
My God.
And you're going in confidence.
We're going in confidence.
Because you know it's not going to fail. So okay, you know, any job the job description. So what is the actual job description of a backbone, you think?
The actual job description for the backbone. I'm the and that holds it together.
I know that's right.
Point blank. I'm the and that holds it together. I meet his needs. I meet my daughter's needs, my children's needs. I meet their needs where they are, and I bring them back in. My description, my job description is just to nurture, to care for, and be under my covering. Just be there for everybody else.
Right. That's because I've seen a lot of couples over these years look at this: the man at the head of the house, the woman is the underling, and they take that and just run with it, And I've always said, especially when you find out your roles, if there's something in your roles that you do better than the other one, which was supposed to be to the other one, you relinquish that. I relinquished finances to her. terrible with finance, you know, because I'm always giving. And she comes back and says, no. We can't do that. You know, don't do that thinking that something else is going to come, and then it don't come, then you be frowning and mad. You know, because like I said, I'm the boss of my house, but she gave me permission to say that. You know,
and I think that's fair. I believe that's fair in that assessment, because we give them the allotment as the backbone. For me, my backbone is my strength. It keeps my head keeps my head firm. It keeps my legs in motion, because if I break my back, nothing works. Nothing moves. So with her being the strength or the back of me, she catapults me into the forefront to be able to do the things I'm supposed to do. Because if I don't have the strength of her, and it's not like she's behind me, she's just the support with me. Right? When two or more come together, my front and my back are one. My right and my left are one. Everything that we do are as one. And if she's doing her role that we have created in our household, everybody's role is different in their household. But what we have come in agreement with in our household, if that's working for us and it's not out of the will of God and it's pushing us to the catapult in which He gets the glory first, because they're going to see the marriage first. No one says anything about us until they see the smiles on their face. Until they see the look on their face, until they see the confidence in them.
And they know. Something is wrong. They know. There's the brown shoe. Look like that. What he done?
What has Kelvin done to get Tanya out of character? Not knowing that sometimes she gets her husband out of character, but it's my job to humble myself to say, you know what, sweetheart. And just like the other day, we had a little disagreement. It's my job to say, you know what, is me being right, or me making her satisfied and happy? That doesn't mean like I'm being less of a husband than I am.
What's the goal?
What's the end goal? I don't want to argue no more. I'm 24 years into this thing. I don't want to debate. I don't want to argue. If it takes me to say, you know what, sweetheart, in my right, I'm wrong. But let's look at it from this perspective.
Exactly.
And then let's build from there.
And it's all how you say it too, because if you're sarcastic, you might have just kept.
But as husbands, are we not allowed to be firm in our household when it comes to our wife when things are not? This is not done this way. That doesn't mean about an order.
But sir, I understand that you got to be firm, but sometimes it's your approach and your tone.
That's right.
Because sometimes that tone can make us do like, I know this nigga ain't said that. Okay.
I'm 6'1", I'm 6'1", 300 pounds.
But understand and I apologize that I was offended, but I'm just being honest. That's exactly okay. Yeah.
But that's true. I get it.
Yeah, and my thing is, if there's something, like I just told him today, I said, hey, if there's something that we don't agree on, I said we can agree to disagree.
Respect.
But then
not be disagreeable.
Right, but then don't raise your voice at me.
Disrespect.
Do not do that to me, because that is disrespectful, and I won't be able to give you everything that you need, that you're looking for. So I need you, that we need to have that kind of balance. You know what I'm saying? And it's
when does I apologize.
You go ahead, sir.
No, I apologize. But when does the wife allow the husband to be the husband, even in those disagreements? Because we are alpha males, and sometimes when we're in those situations, our voice raises, but it's now I can see if it's abusive, right? I can see if it's abusive, but if it's the heat of the moment and we're having a husband and wife disagreement and the voices get loud, does that mean that I'm being disrespectful? My voice carry. Listen how deep this voice is.
But you know,
but it gets loud.
I got you, because look, I can get loud too. Go ahead.
This one does too.
Look, and I can go up a couple octaves.
Yeah, this one does too.
But this is the thing. If we're having a conversation and it's just a conversation, And it's just
I'm with
my opinion versus yours.
Mhm.
So if that is the case, we have to respect one another. So I
Mhm.
don't expect for you to raise your voice to the 10th power because you feel a certain way, because I'm not doing it.
Well,
Do you understand what I'm
I
saying?
get it.
speaking of the 10 power, we got to go to a commercial. And when we come back, we're going to come back with raised voices right here on Beyond the Vows.
Patrick Otema is 15 years old. He was born deaf, but in this remote region of northern Uganda, there are no schools for deaf children. In his whole life, Patrick's never had a conversation.
Hello. Good?
His father, Charles, looks after him. They are only able to communicate through very basic gestures.
Cái lộc mà đó mà bắt cha lộc cái doga kita kuah lộc này, penyang, itu aramo tim mungkin main ini, nyara wajano ko kuan kuer cer porno aporo.
We've been sitting here talking about Patrick in front of him, and while he's been watching us, he doesn't understand what we're saying. It feels almost rude. But this is what Patrick's life is like all the time.
Hello, tune into Beyond the Vows tonight at 7 p.m. on SKST Radio Network TV.
Well, thanks for giving, thanks for love, shining light from heaven above. We lift each voice, we rise.
Good. All right. So we're back with Kelvin and Tanya Dooley of the Duties, and who also are part of J&K Style Grill. This has been a great, lively discussion. So now when we talked about this raised voice and being alpha males, like for me, and I try not to use this as an excuse, but I tell people, listen, I get a check every month from the government for PTSD. And I have a PTSD card, and I'm not ashamed to use it. And you just said in the heat of the moment, it's just, I don't know if it's just naturally happens, so your voice is raised, and you don't mean anything by it, but that's just the nature of, is it somebody being too super sensitive? And I don't know. Wait, you said
I think it's a mutual respect thing.
Mhm.
That if you don't want to be talked to in a certain way, why would you do that to someone else?
Right.
Don't talk to me like I'm a child.
Exactly.
Don't talk to me in the voice that you do not want to receive.
Right.
Just talk to me. I
Right.
understand emotions get into play,
Mhm.
PTSD get into play, but we still have to remember who we're communicating with.
Right.
If we want the communication to be received, we have to deliver it in the way they're going to receive it.
That tone got to be
That
right.
tone has to be
It
right.
has to be in every aspect, even if you don't agree. That tone got to be
receiving the
Mhm.
spirit in which it was given.
Mm,
right. Because the spirit that you give it, you definitely gonna get it back.
that's right.
Yeah. So we talked about marriage and ministry,
Mhm.
marriage and business. How does that work?
I let her answer. My answer is a good one.
And let me just tell y'all something. I was about to say, this joker right here comes up with some of the craziest egg rolls ever. I go to the restaurant. He said, "Miss Brown," he said that. I know he give me Miss Brown. I had an egg roll with chitlin and collard greens in it. The dip was made out of chitlin juice. That was the best. I spent all my money. Marriage and business. How does that work?
Marriage and business it's fun to us. We knew that we want to work together. We knew that we want to be together. It's like everything else. We have our good times and our bad times, but it's good that we'll be able to work together and work through, because we're building together.
Mm-hmm.
We set the foundation together, and we building up our daughter, our business, our empire together.
Mhm.
It's not only on the back of him. so he can carry the stress by himself. But it's us together building it. So when he take risks, we take risks.
Come on, I love that.
When he step out there, we step out there. It's not only on him. So doing business together is I think what God intended for us to be together. It's one of the ties that binds us.
So your roles in business, is that the same as marriage? You're married? I mean,
I think so.
I think so. I
mean, you communicate together in business as you are as man and wife, right?
Yes. One of the things that we don't cross when we in business mode, we're not in wife and husband mode.
Okay.
We have to know where we are and who we are at that specific time. He don't use his husbandly to change my mind. Or get me to do what he want to do because he's my husband.
Gotcha.
But when we walk in, he's still the leader. He's still the overseer of everything that we do. I still make sure everything is prepared. The background is set up for him and Kiana, and we just move like that.
Wow, that's huge.
Same as in the house.
That's huge. I love that defining those roles, in that, because so many. I mean, something happens wrong at work and you carry it at home. It's over. It's done. It's done with.
But everybody can't do that. A lot of folks, that's why you don't see more married couples working together, because it's hard. It's hard to separate the two. And I've been in this industry when we first started. I was in 20 years in. I've been doing it for now, with J&K included, over 33 years. I'm very educated in the food service business. I'm very educated on managing. I'm very educated on growing, scaling businesses, all those things. But when we got married, when we got into the business perspective of it, I had to take a back seat from doing 100% of everything to doing my 50 and your 50 to make our 100 still be exactly what it is. Because I don't want to step on her shoes, her feet, and into the financial side of things because of how I used to do things. But don't come into this arena where I'm at, because this arena is not for the faint at heart. Right. You, even though you get the, hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to J. What's up, guys? How you doing? Hey, what's up, niece? You guys get that,
right?
Because that's the show.
Yeah.
But when behind the scenes, everybody else get to see what the realness of why we are becoming successful as we are, why we're growing, why we're doing this, because somebody has to put their foot down. And a lot of times, if you don't want to get the repercussions of my foot going down, stay in your lane. Stay in mine.
So did you know a lot about the restaurant business before y'all got together?
So I did not know a lot about the restaurant business, no. But I have my MBA. I've been educated in business, so it doesn't matter what business I step in.
Right.
I'm good.
Right.
But he brought that to the table, the restaurant business, and his experience and my knowledge is what we have.
And that's where I had to learn, because I've been in the entertainment business for 50 years. I started in radio when I was 5 years old, and just been going from there. And running an entertainment company, I've been doing that even before we were married. And at times I would be like, okay, you don't understand entertainment business. Okay, I know this business. You know what I'm saying? And I, in hindsight, it was really totally wrong approach, because she knows how to save a dollar, which is what keeps you in business. You know, and it began to work. And it took me a long time to be able to delegate, because I've been running this so long by myself since 1996.
You mean relinquish some stuff? Not delegate, because you don't delegate.
Right.
To relinquish, because you just want to do everything.
I relinquish. And that's hard to do. When you've done it so long on your own.
But you know what? But I mean, if you wanted to do it by yourself,
right,
then try it.
But see, here's the problem. Here's the caveat to that is because I can do it all by myself. Nothing in our business, from her MBA part of it to the physical perspective of everything. I can do everything.
Yeah.
The hardest thing was to allow her to take her business mindset and try to get it inside of my head, right? Because my head is the concept, the this, and be able to cut it in half and say, here's my mind, take it, and then develop it, right? Without me having to, and that's why I love Proverbs 31, because I gave her, this is what J&K is, this is what J&K stands for, this is what we're doing, this is this, can you make this better? Can you create this? Let's get this in line. And I'm gonna go focus on this and focus on Kiana being this.
Wow.
And we were able, after a number of years, after me slamming stuff, after me throwing stuff, flipping the entire restaurant upside down, and sometimes being ignorant, very ignorant, and allowing my wife to run into walls that she wasn't meant to run into, because I knew right, but I wanted to prove a point. Brian, I wanted to prove a point. I wanted her to run into that wall nose first.
You want to prove a point to, but
running that you don't know what I know. But then I said, you know what? If we are one, then when she hurts herself or bust that nose on that wall, I'm hurting myself.
You're hurting yourself.
Took me a minute. I ain't gonna lie to you. It took me a minute because I wanted. I would be honest with you and say that, because we had a little incident in the beginning of J&K that burned me up, man. And I was being in protective mode. I mean, I was in so much protective mode because I know how sensitive my wife gets in certain situations. So I tried to be the preventive medicine. And when it turned on me, it turned on me. And then when it turned on me, it went into the mouths of 2 other people. And that was just like the dagger in the chest. It wasn't the stabbing in the back. It was the dagger in the chest. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to show you. Take my hands off. And when folks come in, and like I said, I've been in this industry a lot. I know everything there is about this.
Right.
I would allow you, listen to my ignorance, my foolishness. I would allow my wife to be hurt in her emotions, her feelings, and all that foolishness for my revenge of, you don't know what I know.
Right.
And when God smacked me in the face, so how, son, you dumb, you ignorant. Why would you put your wife in that situation, even though you, in your mind, I had a right to do that. But in my heart, if this the woman I love, cherish, adore, why would I put her in a position that, if we're one, will hurt me more than it hurt her? Her tears breaks my heart every time. It's when I or hear that high pitched voice and all that. Let's just stop it right now, because I never want to. I've always told her this since day one. I never want to do anything to hurt your feelings, even in my ignorance and my immaturity. I never intentionally want to do anything to hurt your feelings. Never do anything intentionally to break your heart. Never do anything intentionally to put you in a position where you question who I am as your husband. Never want to do that. If always lasts forever, this is day one. If always lasts forever, forever is what I choose.
That's and that's and being intentional. She tells a lot of people that my husband pursued me. You know, because when I first we met online. You know. And I've had her picture on my phone a long time before she even contacted me, you know, and I would actually living in New York, walking through the commissary with her picture going, yo, do we need some more ketchup? No, I'm just talking to, you know.
That's how it is.
Everything.
I don't think the wives understand that. That's really how it is. When I find you, I'm taking it out of my wallet. When I find you.
Yep, lay on my phone on my pillow at night and just talk to her. And see, the thing about my mother prophesied her. We met exactly where my mama said, you know. So that kind of recollection makes it all worth it, and it makes all the done stuff trivial, you know. And so newlyweds. Okay, we talked about how important counseling is.
Mm-hmm.
Premarital counseling, but not also premarital counseling, but also counseling while you're married. It doesn't say you have to go to counseling because we're having an issue.
Correct.
You can say, hey, this is working for us. Let's see, that's how we keep this going. What do you say to people that either contemplating a marriage or already in the marriage? As far as 24 years, some tips.
Mm-hmm.
We never went to marriage counseling,
Mm-hmm.
but we're in the process of going now after 24 years.
Okay.
And I tell this story all the time, and I stand 10 toes on it. When we first got together again, we was a blended family. She had 2 girls, I had my 2 sons, and when we finally chose to be together, it was mama, daddy, husband, and wife. No type of counseling, no the trials and errors. I don't want to be with you no more. This and that. We went through all of that, and now at age 25, because what I said earlier, what God was saying. The studying, the praying, the fasting, all those things. Now we need to implement. You guys need some healing that ain't been dealt with in these 24 years. Everybody see the outside surface, but you guys need to deal with the inner hurt. There's still some stuff that I done to her that she may still. I don't know if she is or not, but maybe if I was her, I would. You're carrying foolishness, my foolishness. You carrying my weight of my immaturity, and there's some things that I may have in me that I may be holding a grudge against her about over the number of years that I may have pressed down and haven't got to the surface. And if we're going to take, so right now we're about to be empty nested. My Kiana's still there. My mom is there. I want my mom to live with me till she passes away or get into a nursing home because it's just me and her. I don't have nobody else but me and her. Yeah. So I don't want nobody. I want to be able to walk in the house, see my beautiful wife, hear my mother's voice, right? My mama don't bother. Y'all know her. Yeah. She don't bother nobody.
She showed up.
She stick to herself.
Yeah.
She don't bother nobody. If the shoe was on the other foot and Tanya's mother was in the same situation, do I need to go pick her up? She ain't got to come. I'll go get her, right? I'll move her down here myself because I want that closeness. But in the next stage, I told my wife this last year, the next phase of Kelvin and Tanya, let's fix what was broken in the first 24, so we can enjoy the last, the rocking chair days, those days. I want to get to that because everybody who knows me, I don't care where I've ever met you, everybody knows my wife's name, and they know how much I'm enamored by her. I love her, in love with this woman of God. I cherish her, and I do everything, even in my wrong, I do everything I can to be right. Standing with her. So I want the next 24 to just be, what I want to have, Mr. Brown? Conversations on why does rain fall at the speed it does with my wife.
Man, let me tell you something. So there are questions you can ask each other to help rekindle. Like Maria will wake up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh God, here we go.
I mean, just sleep. She'll go. You ever thought about how we got here? I'm like, I can't even think right now.
That's just me.
But questions about,
oh my God.
Remember when we first met? Remember our first date, our first kiss? That's something. So here's a real deep question. If you're still carrying something, that's for anybody, does that allow you to still love at 100%? Is there some reservation there because of her?
I think sometimes because situations, love become a chore instead of a feeling or giving back.
Right.
Things are said, how things are said, and things are done. They just make being in love hard.
That's good.
But
hard or heart, HEART, because whatever's in your heart, you'll pursue it with everything in you. It ain't never hard. It's what the heart says.
But if the heart chooses to do stuff that ain't right, without even thinking of the spouse, and they do it anyway, where was their heart from the beginning?
Correct.
That's the question.
But then where does forgiveness fall in?
Well, forgiveness can fall in, but you got to understand, I know that we are all human and everybody has that level. And you don't ever want to get to the point where you got to make a decision if you want to or not.
Right.
Everybody wants to forgive, but everybody can't. It's like sometimes it's like going beyond your limit. You know how it is when you have a belt and you got like 3 notches and you done lost some weight. And then when you start to pull it and pull it and pull it, and then you hit the last notch, but then you gain some weight. It's like, well, how much is my limit? You know, so that is what you got to think about. You know, okay, well, and even if something should happen, my mindset is, am I able to forgive? Right? And then how would God do me if I was in that situation? I mean, if it was me, you know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of way I kind of think about it, you know, but, and, you know, audience, I ain't telling you to be like me. You know, it's, you know, you have to be your own self, but we do have to forgive. I believe that. We really do have to forgive. But my thing is, y'all, we're getting too old to be tripping and flipping the script and acting stupid in our marriages. You know what I mean? And it's time out for all that. Either we're going to be in or we're going to be out. That's just as simple as that, because like I said, we have children that's looking up to us. We have grandchildren that's looking up to us. So we got to do what we got to do. Step in line or step out of line.
Another couple. And you know, the belt analogy, you know, when I do mine, I just get a screwdriver and make me another belt.
Will, you're so crazy. You are so crazy.
Listen, we're going to go to this last commercial because I got to show y'all this. Y'all got to see this is a classic. Okay, so we're gonna come right back because we got a little bit more left, and then here we're gonna tell how you can get in touch with the Doolies and all that kind of stuff. How you get in touch with them. But just go to this commercial real quick. All right.
Welcome to J&K Style Grill, home of the original waffle burger, located at 6557 College Park Square, the College Park section of Virginia Beach. Let J&K Style Grill introduce you to wings named by the Virginian pilot to be the best in Virginia Beach. And for those with a hearty appetite that's big on flavor, try the original waffle burger. It's sure to please. At J&K Style Grill, every day is a new adventure in food. Stop by and experience our southern hospitality. J&K Style Grill, 6557 College Park Square, Virginia Beach.
Oh wow! So J&K Style Grill, y'all have got to go. 6557 College Park Square. Oh my God, y'all have got to go
Do
there.
y'all still serve the fish sandwich?
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord.
My brother in Connecticut still talk about that fish.
Man.
He's still talking about the fish. Yeah. So
could I answer this question?
Yeah.
You asked us about what the advice for newlyweds and all that about counseling. I think if you have the opportunity to get counseling, get it. But find you a source that's going to really dig down to the nitty gritty. Don't just touch the surface. Ask when you're in counseling, I believe you need to ask the right questions. Don't hold nothing back because you want to give your marriage the best chance it can. I mean, bring everything out, your do's, your don'ts, your won'ts, so you guys can start understanding and compromise early. And don't run into, because everybody can't handle the obstacle course. Of marriage. Everybody can't handle it.
Because we talked about the 369 rule, which is the first 3 months, everything's all hunky dory, this and the other. 6 months, all of a sudden, some you start seeing things you ain't seen the first 3 months, you know. And then after that 6 months, you know, they get to the 9th month, okay, we got to that 6 month, you know. Well, we're not, it recycles itself.
So I use that with years. I don't use it with months, because even in the first 4 years, it's just infatuation, sex, all those other things. Especially if you don't have children yet, or you don't have it's just you two. You don't really get a chance to get the person, because dating is way different than being married. We know this. We'll tolerate so much less in dating than
Right.
Because we know the end result of dating is I have the possibility to leave.
Right.
I can leave
Right.
that.
Yeah.
But when you get married, boy, you talking about changes.
You have to
And
change.
You
You
have to
You
change.
cannot do that stuff that you did when you were single. Okay.
You have to
Can't
change.
go in them DMs.
That's
Come on now.
right. That's right.
That
Can't
used
do
to be
that.
me.
Yes, sir.
Can't do.
No, you
You
can't
can't
do
be
it.
you.
You just can't.
Yeah.
Can't be
So we talked. I heard something somebody talked about when you get married and you have children. How do you balance? Sometimes they get too much more parenting than marriage. How do you balance that?
Man, I think each household is different. I think it's trial and error. To be honest with you. No handbook, no handbooks, no instruction. When we came together, I loved her children as if her and I created them.
Right.
And I think that's what, for me, I can't speak for her, but for me, I love them to this day. I love them unconditionally. And they call me dad to this day, even though they got a father that raised them and done well by them, right? But when they come in, they see, I can talk to them about certain things that what their father that birthed, what was with Tanya and created, doesn't talk about. I can get into situations with them about life that the other man, and what I like about it, in the parenting aspect of it, is that he and I built a relationship when it came to his girls, and he and I could talk. Even when there was issues, he and I could he was welcome. Her ex-husband was welcome into our home because he understood my role. And I don't know if it was fear in it in the beginning because I put my foot down, but I will honor him in saying that as a father, he being a father, that he respected me enough to trust me with his daughters. And to be able to discipline, speak life into them and all those things, which I felt like also made it easier for Tanya and I when it came to that. Right. But on the other hand, my first wife was crazy.
Baby mama.
It wasn't none of that. But to be honest with you, man, I could honor the man of God. He's a pastor in Charleston or something like that, wherever he is. And he comes into town, he pops up at the restaurant again. I have zero issues with him, and I think it's mutual. And I think that alone, if I was her as a wife, would be like, man, these two can get along or whatever for the benefit of our children.
Yeah.
Doesn't have any hidden agenda, but for the benefit of the other kids.
That's how it worked with us, because her ex-husband is a pastor as well. And he have two daughters and his sons, and we just respect each other.
Respect is major amongst men.
And we go out to eat together. And they do functions. Father's Day, they take both of us out. Mother's Day, both mothers. When the first grandchild, their first grandchild was born, we were all there.
I think that's how it should be. We should be sharing these things. Our marriage didn't work out. Your marriage is working out. We have these together.
Right.
Let's do this. There's no need to.
For the kids, not
for the kids' sake, not for anything. But again, he's a good dude to me. He'll bother me now.
So look, tell us about your podcast, because I want everybody to know how to contact you guys. Because you have two locations. Now, I may have heard this. I don't know in my mind, because I'm almost 67 years old. And I'm trying to figure that I hear this wrong. Did y'all set by doing a drive-through?
The next concept is the vision is the drive-through.
Right.
Yeah, the vision is a drive-through.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Go big or go home, right?
Hey. Yeah. Look, y'all make yacht.
So here's the thing with yacht. I never made it. Don't like it. None of it.
Because I heard something said the yacht wars.
I'm in it. Never made. Don't even know what it tastes like. But anything that says food competition,
I knew it.
I'm in it.
Yes.
And I'm going to embarrass the kings and queens of yacht.
Believe it. I seriously believe it.
Well, what is that?
They don't have a date yet.
They working on it. Matter of fact, I talked to somebody yesterday about it. I have no. I tried it. No, we did try it one time. Then that ketchup and that soy sauce and all that. That I ain't like. I hated that thing. But when it's my turn,
I can't wait. I cannot wait because you have a different take. I just cannot wait.
I'm going in.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. So how does everybody get in touch with you?
So J&K Style Grill, we have two locations, one at 6557 College Park Square and the other one at 1650 General Booth Boulevard. You can always reach us by email, jkstylegrill@gmail.com. We do have a website, jnkstylegrill.com.
Yeah. And everything's so fancy. Now you can go in there, put your phone number in, you can get points. And I said, well, squeeze me.
Go big or go home.
Yes.
If you're not growing, you're being left behind.
Yeah, right. It's been great. So, of course, we just thank you all for joining us tonight. This weekend, we got to have y'all back again.
Yes, because we're not done.
Yeah, we have repeat offenders on the show because we had some nitty gritty. Like last week, somebody asked us, Lady Roland said, "My husband wants oral relationship. I believe it's a sin. Can you provide us scriptures?"
So I'm gonna listen.
Preach.
So I don't know if you guys really got the analogy of Samson and Delilah.
Oh, come on, bring it.
So
we're going over, guys.
This is crazy. If you read the book, it says. If you read the book, it says that Samson laid his head back as Delilah laid her head in his lap. And he was so mesmerized, even though he saw the men's feet under the curtain, he had him so mesmerized that he began to tell her, "Oh my God, yes, cut my hair. If you cut my hair, you can take even more strength from me." And she laid back.
Preach, sir. Oh, yum, eat them
and
up.
said, "Here he is."
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus.
Lady, if you're looking at that, that's your answer. That's your answer right there.
Solomon in the Song of Songs, Solomon speaks about it. Solomon speaks about what? Listen.
Go ahead.
Solomon speaks about the way his concubine. We talking about hundreds of thousands of concubines.
Yeah.
We're not just touching and agreeing. We're tasting the nectar. It talks about him tasting the nectar of his wife and his concubines and it being returned. And who was the scripture when the lady was cursed? I can't remember it, but she spit out the seed of the brother. She was married, and the brother got killed. So the brother married his brother's wife,
right?
And she spit the seed out onto the ground.
It didn't taste good
because it was bitter.
Lady,
and was cursed. And it was cursed because he put the seed on the ground instead of allowing it to fertilize.
That's what I talk about that. Master, like man should not cast the seed upon the ground. Yeah, that's a waste.
You're wasting what's supposed to be reproductive.
Yeah, plus make your arm hurt. I'm just saying. Hey, listen, guys. So much money. So listen, join us again next week. That's Tuesday. Beyond the Vows.
Jesus.
Hey, I didn't like the book. The book does.
TV, SKST TV.
Did you say it
right? I said it right.
He's mesmerized over here.
We love you guys. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.